All right, God damn, I love me some good old R&B type music, man. I'm telling you, just to get the day going. You know what I'm saying? Just to get the day going. Sometimes I listen to R&B music a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's just something about rhythm and blues. Something about rhythm and blues, especially on days like on today. But like just like it's a way of life, man. R&B, smooth rhythm and blues. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing like it, baby. I like to get my day started on a nice. It's like it keeps your mind mellow. It can make you feel so many different emotions. Listen to some good R&B. If you're celebrating Valentine's Day out there with your loved one or with yourself, even no matter what you're doing, some good old R&B sometimes just mellows the whole mood out, man. I don't care if you just rolling up, you know what I mean, taking a drink. It's just something about it, man. Shouts out to everybody out there right now in the chat, man. Yeah, I'm not even gonna be on here that long today. I want to go ahead and wish everybody out there that is celebrating Valentine's Day in one way or another, happy Valentine's Day to you. You know what I'm saying? If you out there spreading love to, your significant other, your side chick, your main chick, your boyfriend, your person, whatever you call your person nowadays, man. If you out there celebrating all that good stuff, man, please enjoy yourself, of course, and of course be safe above all else. Because we know that even though when we're out there spreading love and showing each other love and doing things, there's always some idiots out there, man. There's always some idiots out there that want to hate, that want to see people fail, and want to destroy that beautiful thing that is pure, which is love, you know? Which makes me also think a lot of times, people spend a lot of time and they invest a lot of resource into Valentine's Day, and I always ask the question, if you're willing to invest so much resource into a holiday of today, whatever you celebrate this or whatever you're doing through thinking about this, a lot of people won't go out their way to try to love their neighbors or their peers or the people out there in the world, man. If you could spend so much, if you can invest so much resource into one day about one person who you probably argue with all the time, why not take some resource out throughout the whole year and get to know other people and then also help spread love amongst the world as well, man? Outside of that, man, what a beautiful thing, man. If you're in love with yourself, because I always preach about loving yourself, because sometimes you got to learn to love yourself before you can be able to love somebody else. But if you're able to be at that point where you are not only just loving yourself, you're loving life, and you're able to spread that love in a healthy manner to somebody else, and you out there celebrating that today, I want to go ahead and wish you nothing but the best, man. I wish you nothing but the best. I love seeing people being able to express those feelings to each other, man, because it's important. With all the stuff that goes on in the world, being able to spread love to one another is a very powerful thing still, you know. And if you're able to take the time out, if you invest in a lot of if you invest in a lot of resource into having the day off even or taking a vacation or whatever the case may be, whatever time you're spending with that person, I on this platform just ask you, like in those conversations tonight over dinner, or maybe you had lunch or breakfast together, or the whole day, whatever the case may be, just take those conversational moments that you have with that person and find out something new about them. Because remember, especially for all my married people out there, all my people headed towards marriage, all my people that have been in these long lasting relationships, whether it be on and off, or even if you just met someone but you really feeling some good vibes from it. Take the conversation opportunities, learn as much as you can about that person. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about the usual way that a lot of people want to suspect people of negativity. I'm talking about learn something new, positive, and informative about that person that you know that can help keep that fire going. Because remember, it takes a whole lifetime to get to know somebody. So also to practice patience. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said on days like today, I get it. We can always sit here and say, "Oh, well, we're not celebrating this and that." It's not about that. It's about taking the opportunities, and when these events, these holidays, or these days of whatever celebration, especially days of that people are taking to celebrate love, it's good to put some positive energy out there, man. It's good to put some positive energy. I want to throw some positive energy out there for y'all, man. That's what it's all about. LaShawn, shouts out to you, Regina, right over there on Facebook, and LaShawn9214 over there on Instagram says that's every day. As long as we got breath in our body, California love stays safe, everyone. Exactly. As long as we have breath in our body, man, listen. And then also, too, for all my people, if you don't have a Valentine today, if you just, if you don't worry if you don't have some type of date or whatever, fellas, ladies, whoever, right? Don't worry about that. Take the time out to, if you got a job and you want to go make some money, go do that. If you want to learn something about yourself and how, and which will help you love yourself a little bit more, take the time out to do that. Even if you want to go work out, you know what I'm saying, and show yourself some love in that manner. I feel like all forms of love are important. Just like LaShawn9214 says on Instagram, says, love yourself. You have to. You gotta. And then that's another thing too. Like I'm gonna touch back on that. I always preach about learn to love yourself. You have to be able to love yourself first in order to be able to share love or support love of someone else. You know what I'm saying? You got to be strong and confident within yourself. You know, it's not always a negative thing. Sometimes it's good to have an opportunity where you can take the time to retool your mind and retool the things that you got going on. So it's not even about whether you have a date, whether you not have a date, or whether you're with somebody, or you. Some people get sad because you get older and you want to be married, and why are my friends married? And don't get caught up in all that. Support your friends. You know what I'm saying? Support your friends in that moment, because ultimately it breeds healthy relationships with your friends, with their spouse, and you. And then when you meet someone, think about how strong that relationship will be between. Now you can double date. Now you can do all those couple things that you've been thinking about, because you got your friend, because you supported your friend in a relationship. You supported their relationship as long as it's a healthy one. You stayed in your lane, and then when your chance came, then now y'all could do the whole double dating thing. And then it's a healthy relationship. You won't have to worrying about your friends doing stuff behind your back with your spouse. You won't have all that, because it was all love from the beginning. It was a family from the beginning. And when you meet someone, now you extend that family. That's all I try to preach, is healthy ways of thinking about stuff, healthy perspectives. You know what I'm saying? Life is all about perception, because you could take days like this, and you could take it as a negative. You could take it as a positive. It's all about your choice on how you want to deal with it. So, like I said, on days like today, I know there's so many facts and things that we could pull from this and say, oh, this is not a real holiday, whoop de whoop de whoop. But when we break life down, like I always say, to the simplest point is, people take this day and celebrate love. So let's support the love aspect. Let's support the love within all the stuff that's going on. And because we need people to keep reproducing too. So all my people out there, y'all be careful now. So if you're not ready to reproduce on days like today, just be careful. That's all I'm saying. Make sure you got the proper equipment ready to go. You know what I'm saying? At the time permits itself too, man. So we want to also produce healthy parents as well. And no one really talks about this during these types of holidays, and how people want to, reproduce people. They want to duplicate themselves on days like today. But then also to make sure that it's with someone that you want to be able to be around that person more than just Valentine's Day. You want to be able to be around that person. You want to be able to stand that person more than just those moments, just more than just Valentine's Day. That way you don't have situations going in the future, man. Shouts out to everybody in the chat, man. It's all about healthy conversations, man. At the end of the day, it's all about healthy conversations. What we do, man. Before we get to the bullshit, we got to keep that shit 100. Speaking of the bullshit, let's hop into some bullshit. You feel me? So let me go ahead and get rid of that shit real quick. Let me get rid of that shit real quick, baby. Yeah, it's Friday. Don't forget about that TGI Friday, man. I ain't forget about that. But I want to go ahead and make sure I spoke about some good old Valentine's Day. Speaking of love, this right here is something that I do not love right here. I saw this shit right here and this shit here. I told you we was gonna get straight to the bullshit. I already spoke about Valentine's Day. I already spoke about healthy relationships, is healthy this and healthy that. But god damn it, the world keeps spinning, the world keeps turning, and bullshit keeps happening just like this. So we got the Don Julio, the same shit I told y'all I don't like. I told y'all they was gonna do this to us, and y'all didn't listen. I told y'all they was gonna do this shit, flip it around, and throw it back in our face, and y'all didn't listen. So here we go. We got the Don Julio and the Popeyes collab. Got the hood going crazy. Who the fuck made this damn caption in the first place? And then they made a club anthem for it. Now listen to this bullshit. Make sure I got my sound on. Popeyes, Club Popeyes, Club Popeyes. Yeah. We had Popeyes off that 1942. Bad bitches bring our food. Bring my hood. Mad niggas look like you. Hood. Crispy chicken just like my blue. Hood. Biscuits dry as fuck. Who gon' save? 400 for the session, come with red bean and rice. Park coast as fuck, I cannot play with my life. My little ratchet baby got that mac and cheese. Yeah. That Don Julio gon' turn her to a freak. Demon little bitch gon' eat it up just like some mashed potatoes. Honey packs on my biscuits got me teased. Shake that ass for Popeyes, shake it for me. Club Popeyes, Club Popeyes. Let me tell y'all right now, I hate it. I hate this. I told y'all I told y'all this is exactly what I was talking about when I made that other video on the other pod about this shit right here. I said, man, I don't like that they're gonna come out with this. I don't like they're gonna collab with some Don Julio and some fucking chicken in the same fucking building. I said it's not a good thing for any ethnicity, not just black people, not just white people, but any ethnicity, because it puts us in a dangerous situation right now. This puts us in a dangerous situation that I warned us about. Now you got a club. This is the most coolest shit I've ever fucking seen. I'm just gonna say it like that. I was gonna explain it. I was gonna try to break it down. No, this is the most coolest shit that I've ever seen in my motherfucking life in the modern era. Outside of that dude that went up there and did the Martin Luther King shit for Trump the other day, this right here is topping that shit right here. No, the fuck y'all didn't go into fucking Popeyes and have a music video. Not look, no one looks good at all. No one's hair look good. No one looks. You pouring Don Julio. I told y'all that's cheap ass fucking liquor that y'all glorifying like this. And now look at y'all. The same. This is this is corporate racism at its finest right here. Because essentially you're saying that every time you see black people in a club, it don't matter what club it is, you could catch them theoretically doing the same shit they're doing right here at Popeyes. Eating chicken, dancing to some music with zero fucking substance, half naked, don't look good. People's makeups look like shit. They didn't even do the women's, they didn't even do the ladies' makeup or hair at all in this shit. The dudes look dirty. The Popeyes look dirty. It's a slap in the face to Popeyes, slap in the face to black folk. It's a slap in the face to Don Julio, who wants to pride himself on being some type of luxury tequila, even though I told y'all it's all piss and they keep putting this into the community, making y'all think this shit is luxurious. This is what they see. This is a glimpse into what America sees when they see us. Not saying that's what we are. I'm telling you, this is the epitome. This right here. Let me make sure this is up on the screen a little bit more. This is the epitome, y'all, of what America, or how America sees the black community in America. They see a bunch of black people lost, nothing else to do besides pour liquor on fried chicken, dressed randomly and no one's upkept, half naked outside of a ran down establishment that's not like, come on, bro. We got to stop this. When are we going to be tired of this shit? When are we going to be tired of putting this type of shit out here? When are we going to be tired of this, man? I know there's a lot of people that are tired of this. But I'm telling you right now, on this platform that I have, bro, shouts out to JoJo Kane over there. Yeah, man. Like y'all like when you see this, it's an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment. Not saying that you did it and you should be embarrassed because you didn't do this, but this right here is trash. It's the most coolest shit I've ever seen, man. Tired of it. I'm tired of it. We're not done, unfortunately. We got to keep moving, man. I'm just, it gets to a point where I'm so sick of seeing ignorant ass shit, bro. And it's like, I don't always want to sound negative about stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to sound negative. But when you see that shit and motherfuckers got us up there looking stupid, bro. They got us up here looking stupid, bro. They got the young people. Like, I'm gonna die one day. I'm gonna die. I'm already a middle-aged person, and I'm gonna die sooner by natural causes or whatever case it be. If we go natural causes, I'll be gone within probably the next 20 fucking years or less, right? Let's just be real. Or maybe less, or maybe more. I'm sorry. God willing, I won't die. But what I'm saying is, all I see in here is my young people. I see my young people falling into the same traps that a lot of the older past generations been falling into, where they sit up here and they make that's honey pack they pouring on there, man. That's a sexual thing that people use, a sexual stimulant for erectile dysfunction. But you are on here pouring it on biscuits like that shit look cool, bro. You should be hospitalized for that, like in a mental institution. I just want to let people know that I'm very clear on my stance that this shit right here, I have zero tolerance for this. I can't even joke and laugh and pretend that I'm cool with this type of buffoonery and coonery. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even an overly woke person. I just know bullshit when I see it. I call bullshit when I see it, bro. And right now, I'm telling everyone on this platform that I'm sick of seeing this shit, bro. And we need to start holding these people accountable. I told y'all I'm pushing the agenda, man. You pull people like this to the side to tell you they're gonna make a video like this, you slap the shit out of them right there on the fucking spot. They show you what the fuck their ideas and plans are for this type of shit. I need you to slap the shit out of them immediately, bro. I don't care. Because we got to get to a point where we have zero tolerance for this. And the only people that listen to us is us half the damn time. Only after we whoop some ass. But it is what it is, though, man. We're going to keep moving on. I don't want to keep spending all my fucking time with fucking on stupid ass shit. Well, I mean, we got more stupid shit, but we might as well keep going. Might as well keep going. Why not, right? So here we go. We got yeah, get out of here. Get away from me. 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 Yeah, man. When I saw this, I saw this some hours ago, and I was like, oh shit. First of all, dude, once I saw, it's clear as day that this dude is security, right? So let's start right there. Security, security, security. I don't give a damn if you work at an establishment. I don't care if you security. You ain't supposed to put your goddamn hands on somebody unless they stealing something. If she took a chair and started running out of the door with it, or took that register and running out of the door with it, I would suspect that his job could include maybe chasing her down and maybe even up to tackling her. You know what I'm saying? But the fact of the matter is, I don't care what the scenario was before the camera came on, but when the camera came on and we saw what was happening, there's no way in hell that you're going to convince me that slapping a woman to get them to leave is acceptable by no stretch of means of the imagination. Now, this looks like this is happening during the Super Bowl, or maybe not, unless that's a replay. Because I'm looking at the TV up in the corner there. It looks like the game is on. It could be a replay, but that's Taco Bell. Could be the actual Super Bowl. Who knows? I'm suspecting it's a replay. But outside of that, yeah, putting your hands on people, man. It looks like this is what, in New York somewhere. Also, because I was looking around to make sure this wasn't in some other country, maybe over in the Middle East or something like that. I don't see that. All I see is a security guard putting his hands on somebody, slapping a woman. It looks like either way, it's not an old woman. Doesn't look like an old woman. Looks like a younger woman. And then there was also maybe some people saying homeless, or the case would be, maybe, but she doesn't look really homeless to me. She has her hair done. She has an outfit on. She has shoes on her feet that's not run down. She doesn't appear to be dirty or dusty or dingy. But he slapped the bow sideways off her goddamn hair. The bow is hanging on for dear life from the back of her goddamn hair because he slapped the shit out of her. And see, this is the type of stuff that we don't need to allow going on in this country. Now, I'm pretty sure nothing to happen to him. I'm pretty sure he'll probably still continue to be a security guard some damn where. And I'm sure because she probably won't go through the proper legal channels, but social media will. Social media will. Social media, I'm calling everybody to do your job. We need to know who this dude is. We need to know where he's from. We need to know everything that we need to know about this gentleman here that is top flight security, but then he is slapping folks. He is not bullshitting around about that Taco Bell. And let me go ahead and put this out here as well as a disclaimer. I think you'll get the same response from anybody that you ask this question. If you are willing to put your hands on someone and risk your life for any establishment, I don't give a damn if you're security. I don't give a damn if you work the cash register there. There's no way in hell any job's going to ever convince me to put my hands on somebody and put my life in danger over nothing in no goddamn stove. You could best believe that shit. Fire me today, tomorrow, yesterday. Because you know what happens? These people out here, now he'd be lucky if she don't got older brothers and older sisters and mothers and fathers and all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? And they come back down there, spin the block on his ass on top, and he be running through the alleyway like Craig and Day Day, because you don't put your hands on no damn body, man. Shouts out to everybody in the chat, man, by the way. Shouts out to Salem Shaker over there. Says the zombie generation. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, they slapping folks out there. They slapping folks out here, man. Be careful. You go to Taco Bell. If you try to order too quick, if you put the tacos in there too many times, you might get slapped. You might get slapped by top flight security, man. Habib and his boys. Shouts out to everybody out there, man. You already know what it is. America ain't playing around. Now, in other news, matter of fact, I need to go ahead and back this up a little bit. Pause. Because we have some other beef going on right now and has been going on for some days. You know what I'm saying? This beef right here has been a little bit funny. It's been a little weird, but it's been a little bit funny. So in this beef, you got Marlon Wayans and Soulja Boy somehow in a disagreement, somehow been at it on social media for days, talking shit about each other because comments that were made from Soulja Boy about Marlon Wayans, telling that Marlon Wayans need to all this insulting stuff. Long story short, here came the memes, here come the responses.
You try to talk about me because you think I perform for the president. Meanwhile, you dressed up like a whole white on my mom.
Meanwhile.
No.
Yeah, man, this kept going on and on and on. So apparently, Marlon Wayans has receipts of Soulja Boy texting him back in the day after making these comments about. See, the whole thing was Marlon Wayans had made a comment about Soulja Boy performing for President Trump at the inauguration, all kind of stuff like that. Same type of criticism that Snoop Dogg and others received for participating in all that stuff, right? So then Soulja Boy got upset and responded to the public, then responded to Marlon Wayans and was talking shit. Marlon Wayans responded with some shit. Then Soulja Boy said, "Man, fuck that. You talking shit about me doing stuff for the president, and you be sucking up to the basically insinuating that Marlon Wayans is gay and blah blah blah, and then talking about how Marlon Wayans dressed up as white Caucasian women in the movie White Chicks. So then Marlon Wayans has receipts of Soulja Boy allegedly texting him the same text chain that he had with Soulja Boy back in the day of Soulja Boy asking him to be in the next movie that Marlon Wayans produces. Then Soulja Boy goes back and forth and says, "Oh, did I hurt your feelings, Marlon Wayans? Your movie sucked. I was trying to turn your shit up. No hard feelings. I'll still do a movie with you. All this shit is entertainment." So then this thing goes on. So then after that, Marlon Wayans keeps going. So then I'm not about to go through all this stupid ass shit, but this leads up to today, basically. Let me get up here. Boom, 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 boom. Just Marlon Wayans.
Soulja Boy is on Krenak and meth. I can smell it on his breath. Yes, he's on that creth. It's Krenak and meth. He'll suck on coke just for that rock. He look like Flavor without the clock. He's the coon that jumped over the moon. Sold his soul for some Bitcoin. Ain't rapping, just gaming and selling people shit coins. He's a mess without a chest. His only hit was Superman. Now he ain't got nothing left.
You know, I don't know. One thing I learned in this world, in this universe right now, in this current climate that we are currently experiencing right now is the comedians, the people with any type of personality, any type of pettiness, you're not winning that. You're not winning anything that any type of beef against anybody with pettiness. Right now in the lead, you got a lot of people in the lead right now. You got 50 Cent in the lead right now with him, Big Meech, and Rick Ross, right? So you got 50 Cent in the lead here. Marlon Wayne's in the lead between him and Soulja Boy right now. I'm keeping track. Yes, I'm keeping track. And of course, we got Drake in the lead right now. I mean, not Drake. I'm so sorry. We got Kendrick Lamar leading in the beef right now. I told you this, like, to me, it's just entertainment, bro. It's just like WWF, man. I don't believe none of the seriousness and any of this shit is all going to be entertainment for me. There's nothing else that's going to convince me otherwise unless people start. But then even when people lose their lives, yo, it's more like the fans end up killing somebody more so than the artists themselves. So I really never really believe these beefs. It's all because the murders and the stupid shit always happen from the side people. It ain't never really the artists. You know what I'm saying? So until I actually see artists fight other artists again, or fight artists fight people themselves, I'm never believing any of this beef. But this shit here is fucking hilarious. He said Soulja Boy is on Krenak. But anyway, I digress. Like this is the shit I'm talking about. So because if we go over to the beef over here on 50 Cent, Rick Ross, and all this old people shit, here we go.
Rick Ross for this shit. Nobody is saying, yo, Rick Ross, it's your fault. So I'm going to do it. Yo, Rick Ross, this shit is your fault. You the reason why Big Meech is going through this shit out here right now, you heard? Because when we was on the internet talking about the Cuffy case and all that, nobody even really gave a fuck. But now 50 talking about that shit, and everybody listening. Everybody listening, you heard? So I just want to say, or I want to ask you, did you think that shit was a good idea in hindsight? Do you think it was a good idea to be in the video with me talking about Sexy Red?
Sexy Red.
Yeah, you think that was a good idea? Also, how you let that nigga get the show canceled in Florida, B? That's kind of diabolical, you heard? 50, that's some bullshit. How you let the nigga get the show canceled in Florida? Let's get to that. I'm serious.
Yeah, man. So, like I said, we got 50 winning this one right here, man. We got 50 winning this one right here. Let me get this. I remove myself. Anyway, yeah. So we got 50 Cent, Big Meech. I told you the old niggas, they going at it, man. I understand the Beijing crew has been going at it for a long time because essentially that showed. I told y'all they shouldn't have did this show. Didn't I tell y'all this shit? And everybody want to act like that I just be on these motherfucking things, just be running my goddamn mouth. But let me tell you something. I know what the fuck I be talking about. I said this from the beginning. I said, man, Big Meech old ass need to go and chill with his grandkids and children or whoever else he need to go chill with. He don't need to be out here making no damn he don't need to be out here involving himself with this WWE rap game and all this shit, man. Excuse me. Because at the end of the day, bro, the shit it's stupid. Like I would never do any time like that and then get out and want to assert myself. I said this before. I said Big Meech has enough stuff that people have good or bad that he is known for doing, that he went and got, went and got incarcerated, came back out, that he don't have to prove himself to 50 Cent. I said this. I said 50 Cent's greatest accomplishment before in the streets, if we just keeping it there, 50 Cent's greatest accomplishments was getting a gang, getting an all-white Mercedes Benz, and then making it out the hood. That's as far as it went. Big Meech had fucking parties with fucking farm animals and zoo animals and shit. This man was doing, like, I mean, I'm talking about had rap labels, major rap music distribution everywhere, had multiple artists, platinum artists, everything, and the money and like. If it wasn't done in the way that it was done, it would be very, very impressive. Shouts out to Cheryl over there. Shouts out to Cheryl over there from the UK over there on Instagram. Yeah, but I said this before. I said, man, listen. I said, Big Meech ain't got nothing to prove. He got nothing to prove, man. Nothing. He shouldn't even be out here beefing with this. Look at this. Due to unforeseen circumstances, tonight's show has been canceled. Refunds will be made at purchase. Now, Rick Ross said to all the people that bought tickets to go to this, he said that everyone that had a ticket will be able to go to Miami Gardens and exchange that ticket for entry into this damn party that's going to be happening tonight. But the issue with that is how many people is that? That means for all my people out there who don't go out different places, when they tell you stuff like that, when you ever buy a ticket one place and they tell you bring your ticket to come into a different venue, that means everybody ain't gonna fit. That means whatever venue that they sold the tickets at could fit the capacity, but not the alternate venue. So all these people that bought this goddamn, all these people that bought their tickets to this shit today or whatever, they're not going to be able to get into the next place. What if the travel plans are different? You know what I'm saying? I told y'all it's a big mess. It's not even worth getting yourself into. Big Meech has nothing, and this is keeping that shit 100. Big Meech is an old head. He did his time. You shouldn't even get out trying to prove yourself. He got on, did a video and shit. He was like my granddad trying to figure out how the video shit worked, and he wanted to speak for the first time on the shit. He looked very angry. He looked very disturbed. And I said, it's not even healthy for someone to come home for it or to have someone that has been rehabilitated or supposedly, and then they jump right into a beef. I don't think that that's the most healthiest thing to do, because that's almost like asking somebody to be someone who they supposedly rehabilitated themselves from being. And now you're trying to lure someone back out there into the streets. So on that note alone, I think the pettiness on 50 Cent's part on that is just alarming, regardless of whether somebody want to fuck with you or not. You have to see it from, man, if this why lure somebody back out into the streets for no fucking reason, bro? There's no point. And then Big Meech, you're supposed to be an adult enough, old enough now to know that that's exactly what's happening, and you should move on. That's what I said. Move on from this type of bullshit. Go do some. If you got money to the side, go do some shit, man. But what's gonna happen is somebody gonna keep poking the bear on either side. 50 Cent, Big Meech is either gonna be a thing where, and like I said, it's never about the people in charge. It's never about these people, this WWE, these faces. It's about the fans. I get concerned about the fan safety. You got people who worship people like Big Meech. You got people who worship people like 50 Cent. And it's like that with all artists. So it's like I worry about the other people taking things too far based on people they probably even never met before. You got some crazy ass fucking people out here. And if you say, I mean, think about it. You got people out here that's willing to risk their life for politicians, risk their life for all types of people who don't even know them. So it's like I feel like this is a danger, and it's a detriment to our communities for these types of things to go on. These fake beefs or real beefs, it don't fucking matter, because these people, you got to think about the fans. If you got to be mature enough to know that you, as someone who holds the platform that you have, is going too far for public consumption. Because if you really got a problem that damn bad with somebody, call them up and just fight them or whatever. Talk to them if it's that bad. But to keep things going like that, I feel like it's a dangerous thing. Shouts out to Cheryl over there. Yeah, bro, let me tell you something. Meech on the streets, sure, you're not from here. So I'm talking about in Atlanta, man. Anybody that's from Georgia, anybody that knows about Big Meech before he went to prison. Now, I'm not saying that what he did was right with drugs and all this other type of stuff, but the amount of things that he was able to acquire with all that criminal activity and with all that stuff they want to say, Rico, whatever, I don't know. All the things he was able to accomplish with the shit is very impressive. That's all I'm saying. And 50 Cent in his drug dealing prime, I ain't seeing none of the movies, Big Meech. That's what I'm saying. You need to be bigger than this. Pause. Because Big Meech, if you listen out there, or people that know Big Meech, bro, when you compare the heyday of either one of these guys in the street, 50 Cent's street life don't even, I mean, his street shit on that movie, because think about it. You got people, only a certain amount of people who can vouch what 50 Cent has done in the street, right? Only the people in those areas can tell you. Shouts out to Corey Dwayne, representing out of Memphis 10 as well. And then you compare, I personally know, and I was in the South, and I know a lot of people that can vouch for with the Big Meech era when he had all that shit going. It don't even compare. 50 Cent did not still run the rap game and run the streets at the same damn time the way Big Meech did. They're not even close. Till Get Rich or Die Trying. That was the aftermath. That's why I said it's not even close. Yeah, man. Exactly. Hill 85811 says, you've been gone for so long, don't come back home with that BS. It's the truth. Yeah, it's like, you know, exactly. Cheryl, listen here. This dude was like drug dealing, like extraordinaire. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, I mean, allegedly, because I don't know what the final charges was when he went away. Shouts out to everybody out there in Memphis. I'm just speaking on the shit, man. I'm not going to spend too much time on that. I think I've already spent enough time on that. But man, y'all grumpy old dudes need to go and hang out, chill somewhere, man. So we done talked about a few things, man. So you just drop it through. You can always rewind this shit later. I'm going to post the shit down anyway, so it don't even matter. We talked about Soulja Boy. We talked about Marlon Wayans. We talked about Big Meech. We talked about the lady getting slapped. We talked about Valentine's Day. We talked about a few goddamn things. Now, here's something that came across my feed earlier today.
All done and ready to enjoy my birthday and the big game. Gotta finish up with the top coat, makes it shine, last longer. All done and ready to enjoy my birthday and the big game. Gotta finish up with the top coat, makes it shine, last longer.
All right, so for all you guys out there who don't follow college football and all that stuff like that, and you don't know who the hell this young man is on the screen, Alabama wide receiver Ryan Williams signed an NIL deal with nail polish brand Sally Hansen. Now, as a lot of you guys that have children know nowadays, except for me, because my son does not participate in this activity. Nor to my knowledge does he have a desire to. However, there are young people out there who do that nail painting thing nowadays, and much love to them. But this guy right here is still a very, 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 very young man. A phenomenal wide receiver at the University of Alabama. or Alabama University, wherever the hell it is. So shouts out to all the people out there that go to Alabama, whatever the case may be. And then now he did a little drop for the brand, I guess to get some money. I want to know what y'all think about. What do y'all think about the young kids out here, the young fellas out here? Because he's not the only one. Caleb Williams, there's so many people. Even Josh Sweat on the Philadelphia Eagles, which is a much older man, they paint their nails. I've seen this type of trend with the young people over the years. The dudes in there to the nail things, to the nail painting things. I want to know what you guys think. You guys, fellas, what are your thoughts on this? Jesus. Cheryl said he's a puff. Jesus Christ. Listen, where'd all my fellas go, man? Y'all think this is okay or not? You know what I mean? I'm not here to judge. I can't judge. I'm not going to judge. All I'm going to say is this. It ain't the nail polish that I take issue with. Yeah, I don't have an issue at all. Excuse me. Damn, I done coughed in y'all damn ear. That Mountain Dew good. Shouts out to Mountain Dew. Everything else, it's never mind. We're gonna go ahead and end this right here before I get canceled. And I'm not even really a large enough platform to where canceling me or really do anything to me, but I don't want to lose my supporters. But y'all get it. I had this up on the screen earlier, but I don't think you guys saw it. All right, so this young man right here, shouts out to everybody in South Carolina, man. He had a meltdown after the judge denied his bond. He reportedly was fighting a separate attempted murder charge and already. So this is the meltdown. So according to the article here, and yes, I told you I get my shit off the internet too. Yeah, that's all. Yep, that's all we're just gonna leave it there, Corey Dwayne. Yep, on that last article. Yep, men will be men and women to be, with all that. I can't even really. Jesus. Shouts out to everybody out there in the chat right now. Yeah, so we got another young person going away over a tragedy. And for all the people that don't know, of course, and been under a rock, but you've been following me, you already know I got South Carolina ties right here. So I know exactly where Keenan High School is. I know exactly about South Carolina and all this good stuff like that. But basically, Kelly is a well-known, let me go up. 20-year-old man, Tyquan Kelly, was arrested near Bradley Elementary School after allegedly firing shots at a vehicle carrying 3 people, according to the police. Authorities stated that the vehicle, which had been leaving an apartment complex on Covenant Road, came to a stop at Bradley Elementary School following the gunfire. Kelly is a well-known law enforcement, having been arrested is well known to law enforcement. I'm about to say, what the hell? Is well known to law enforcement, having been arrested multiple times. Notably, he was taken into custody after deputies reported seeing him leaving Meadow Lake Park following a mass shooting in April 2023. During that incident, 911 people injured at the after prom party suffered gunshot wounds, included 2 11th grade boys and a 12th grade girl from WJ Keenan High School. Yeah, man, it's always sad when you have things like this go on, man. But, we got to get to a place where we can stop our young people from doing this to each other, man. But here's the meltdown.
Tyquan Kelly reacting to a judge's decision not to give him bail Tuesday. Kelly appearing before a Richland County judge on several charges, including 2 attempted murder charges. Forest Acres police say he shot into a woman's car Monday afternoon after some kind of domestic dispute. There were 3 other people in the car. Several schools were locked down after police launched a manhunt for Kelly.
This is a prime example. This guy was out on bail for another attempted murder. Everybody knows 9 times out of 10, if there's an attempted murder of a person, next thing his arrest is going to be a murder.
You can't. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Thank you. Shouts out to everybody over there, man. DPS 144_000 says sad-ish. Shake my head. Then also, Cheryl over there says it's fucking ridiculous Then also DPS144_000 also says, how are you a killer and a pussy at the same damn time? Exactly. Shouts out to everybody over there as well, man, on Facebook, man. And I play things like this. I know a lot of people out there probably want to look at bigger stories that come across the timeline, but I always select stories that I want to make that I want to make sense of. And I want to put a message out there to all the young people, man. You can't get to this point and then feel remorse. You can't get to this point and then feel emotion. You can't get to this point and then want people to have sympathy and empathy for you, because at this point you've already changed and harmed many lives. You have to think outside of yourself. For you to show emotion in this form when you are getting denied bond, bail, and all that good shit, and you getting thrown away for the life, then you can't then at that point in time want everyone to come to your aid and come to your emotional sympathy point of view. It's stupid. This is stupid. And I feel like, how do we get to a point where we can get more young men and women out there, young people all together, to see it before you get to see this before you even get in a situation that can lead you to where it's too late. You have to be able to see that the consequences are real. This is not a movie. Young people, this is not a cartoon. This is not a movie. When they close that fucking fence, that gate, those bars behind you, because you don't know how to control yourself in public, you can't control your emotions. You got to go out there and hurt someone and end life. You can't wait till you get to this point to have an emotional breakdown, because the people that are in the room with you, they aren't worried about you having emotion anymore. They're not worried about that. So it don't matter how slow you walk, how many tears you cry when you get in front of those judges. Listen how she talks. I can't even get the shit up fast enough.
If there's an attempted murder of a person, next thing his arrest is going to be a murder.
Exactly. With a straight fucking face. And don't sit there and look at it. And that's another thing. Don't go in there thinking that, oh, I'm white, so the judge is going to be white. No, or I'm black, and maybe, oh, this person's black. It don't matter, brother and sisters. Young people, I want you guys to start understanding that there is a consequence. And some of these consequences are irreversible. Shouts out to everybody out there. Cheryl says, throw the book at him, bring back the guillotine. And you know what? How could you? And the thing is, like, a lot of people will say, you got some people out there who will say, oh no, Cheryl, not the guillotine. Or people with perspectives like that say, oh no, that may be too harsh. No, it's not. It's people's right to feel that way, because if a person's willing to end multiple lives, how could you then judge other people who are willing to end one? And I know it don't seem like it sound right, but that's their point of view. I didn't say that the action itself was right or wrong. And that's just, you can't, exactly. Ruin so many lives is what Cheryl says. Bad blood, exactly. Do the crime, do the time. Young people call it being crashed out. Listen, and then Cheryl also calls them a pussy. DPS144_000 says young people call it being a crash out. It's the truth. You can't do that. But you can't crash out after you done fucked everything up. What do you? Because my thing is, you do better just to be one of them dudes that already just be like, fuck it, it's over. Like, don't even waste your time falling out on the floor, your shoes falling off your feet, hands out. This is delusion. This delusion. You heard what she said. He's already out on another attempted murder case. Like, you were already out on parole or what the fuck it was. Come on, bro. And you got your hands out. Like, what's going on here? like we got to do better. Shouts out to everybody out there in the chat right now, man. I love you guys. Always participate in DPS144_000. Cheryl Ramson over there. Exactly. Shouts out to everybody out there as well, man. I love you guys, man. On this Valentine's Day, baby. Cord Dwayne over there, among others. Don't forget to put where you're from in the chat. Don't forget to put where you're from in the chat. Yeah, man. All right, so let's talk a little. Y'all ready to talk a little Trump? Not a little Diddy. Let's talk a little Trump. We ain't talking about Trump himself, but we're just gonna talk about some things. All right, because I'm pretty sure everybody's been following along. You know, these are the days of our lives, or these are the American days of our lives, right? And I'm sure a lot of people watching from around the world, and all our craziness. And I told y'all before, I'm just sitting back, eating popcorn because I don't have a side. I don't have a political side. I don't give a damn about either one of them because both of them look, as you can see. I mean, I feel like we've already established that Democrats are liars. I think we've already established or thought that Republicans are liars. I feel like we've already established all that shit by now because there's no way that y'all gonna sit there and pick a side next go round. Can we get some independence in the White House next time? Thank you. That's all I'm asking. I'm asking that. Can we please get some? Can we please get some independent representative in the White House next time? I'm just asking. Matter of fact, I'll run for president, and if you vote for me, I promise to God I won't be doing all this kind of crazy shit. I don't get how they got it. Like it's something going on, man. And I ain't talking about them versus us. I'm talking about like globally. There's a lot of shit that we as a country, as our own country, and other people in their own country. I think this presidency. I'm not talking about Trump. This is like this administration though. It proves that it opens the door. That's why I'm kind of thankful for it. Even though I don't support either side, but it just shows I love seeing different, looking at the government through a different lens of hatred. Because I already hate them anyway. I don't give a fuck. Call it what you want, because they don't do nothing for us. But just to be able to see that you could do fuckery in secret for decades, as what Democrats have done and some Republicans have done over decades, my whole lifetime for sure. But this administration showing that you can actually still be a full out gangster. You can still do whatever you want and still run a country. It's remarkable to see. I know it may not be pleasant economically, but as a person that is studying life and studying, like I study life, so I study everything just to see like why do people look at this way or so forth. So that's why I said I can't have a side. I'm not biased to a side of any sort because I'm so busy trying to study how both sides are able to still be successful. You get what I'm saying? What people just don't understand is that both sides are still successful. And they're successful because there's one main thing happening at some point, at some meeting point, but it's above where we see the separation, just like a thread. If a thread unravels and then we have two sides, the thread still meets at the top, at where the thread joins in together. And I feel like but we don't know what's going on where the thread meets in the middle. And I feel like that's amazing when you look at it that way. All we see is the threads pulled apart, and we're the loose ends, bars. What I'm saying is we still don't, this proves and will still prove why we don't know what the fuck really goes on in the world. We really, really live in a vacuum of thinking that it's just the president down in the in the government. Like we really believe that that's the case. But what I'm learning, and what we all should be learning as students of life, not just followers and worshipers of political people in power, we need to be studying life and wondering, how are these things still able to come to pass regardless of who's in the White House, regardless of whether they switch Congress, they switch the Senate, they switch the judicial. Have you guys noticed that shit? Even with all these people fight, like shit still be happening. Some of the same things that have been happening, no matter who's ever been in the presidency, is still happening because the shit's just signed in. It's signed into whatever agreement they have, bro. And I get it. It's a lot to really unpack, but that's just the way my mind goes. So I'm just gonna keep going here. So right now, what you're seeing is, according to this report, an attack on Chernobyl nuclear power plant earlier Friday. The Ukraine president, I'm not about this fucking Zelensky, accusing Russia. So basically, they still gonna keep fighting, y'all. Y'all ever notice that these motherfuckers just gonna keep fighting regardless, boy? They don't give a damn. These and guess what? It's gonna cost us money. Do you understand? Every time, let me break the game down or ask a question. I guarantee this is gonna cost us money, y'all. This shit gonna cost us money. Every fucking time that somebody else, when they come out with these reports, oh, somebody did a drone. You know how easy it is to send a drone with an explosive on it and attack something if you're on the same team? Like, I don't even know if everyone's on the same team anymore. When we send this money out of the country, do we even, like, the people don't even know where the money is? You understand that so many billions of dollars and trillions of dollars go on in these other countries, and these people don't even really acknowledge that the money came. And then all you see is, oh, another jewel explosion in another country. Well, we suspect that these people have done this. Then all of a sudden, a couple of days later, if not the next day, you see another money package being shipped over somewhere else. Am I slow? Am I the only one thinking about shit like that? I get it. People gonna say they don't care. They're gonna work. They're gonna do. Bro, at the end of the day, I'm just here to speak on it. I don't give a fuck about speaking on it, but I'm just asking a question. I guarantee within the next couple of days, and I'm putting it because this just happened. This report came out, 6 hours ago? I try to be as current as I can, and this probably won't even post as soon as I wanted to because I got to edit it down and all that. But every time an explosion, or someone passed gas in another country, another $1 billion go out of the country. And I'm just asking the question: if all these leaders are friends, if all these leaders have all these relationships, how do we know all these leaders don't be pocketing this fucking money, bro? What's it to them to blow some shit up or false? Like, what's it to them? Think about it. We don't have a lot of false flags in America, like, because we're not we're not actively at war within itself, like on a scale of other countries. You get what I'm saying? But imagine these things happen all the time, and then we send money all the time. Imagine if we got money like that, if we just could blow up some shit and money come over here. I don't know. I'm just asking a question, man. I'm just saying. So expect groceries to go up a little bit more because apparently someone passed gas and someone passed gas again in the Ukraine. So we got to send. That's what. How much is how much does gas out of your ass cost in Ukraine? Because that's how much is about to. We about to have to pull money out of our ass to send more over there. So how much is eggs now? Eggs is what, $200 now? I think I've been covering this egg shit for a minute. I remember when eggs was it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be like 5 years. We're gonna say, I remember when eggs was $5. We're gonna be saying that shit expensive as fuck. Eggs like $200 now. Shit. Anytime bologna is $200, I think the grocery store is getting out of pocket. You probably can't even buy bologna for less than damn $10. As nasty as that bullshit is there. That's scrap bullshit. I don't even eat bologna. The cheap shit, all the cheap shit costs as much as the premium shit. But I told y'all, let me put this back on the screen. That way y'all can understand what I'm talking about. For all my people dropping in and out, pause. Another drone strike reported in the Chernobyl shelter. Zelensky blames Russia. So, like I said, every time somebody passes gas in the Ukraine or in Russia or in fucking Israel or wherever, we just expect your eggs to cost a little bit more next week. Expect your gas. Make sure you go ahead and mark off one less gallon you'll be able to put in your damn car. And I raised the question. I said, well, damn, imagine how easy of a heist that is if you were in on it. Imagine if you were the United States president, right? Let's just be for real. Imagine if you were like the president or some major influence of the United States, right? Because we don't know the shadow government people, right? Imagine how much money we spent on these other countries. Every time I'm telling you, every time somebody burped over there, we had to send billions of dollars over there, right? Hundreds of billions of dollars. Imagine if you had a partnership where you was getting some of that money, but you was over here. Like why people ain't asking, who's auditing these motherfucking things? Who's auditing who's getting this money once it leaves from over there? I mean, damn, you not only do they get the weapons and bombs they need for the shit, they also get money. Psst, whatever. I know people gonna think I'm crazy. It is what it is. I'm just asking a question. Imagine if you had a relationship with just one of these countries, multiple countries we send money to all the time, where every time somebody run out of toilet paper over there. Imagine if you had a partnership and you was getting some of that money. I would orchestrate shit blowing up at other. I guess that's what I'm alluding to. I'm getting to. I would tell them, man, blow up some other shit. Ain't even like America where you could really kill a lot of people in a small space if you was blowing up small drones all the fucking time. Over in these other countries, man, you look at some of these fucking videos and pictures these other countries where the bomb hit, ain't even nothing around the shit. The shit just blew up in the middle or blew up in an area that was already destroyed that they ain't never cleaned up the first fucking time. They just basically, that's like taking your gun and every time you shoot your gun at the gun range and hitting a target in the middle of nowhere, you getting $1 billion. That's basically how I feel. And no one asks the question like that. Who's auditing this shit? And I'm gonna leave it right there, man. It is what it is, man. Shouts out to everybody out there in the chat, man. You already know how I do, man. I speak the shit, baby. I speak the shit that nobody's talking about, baby. Whether you don't care or whether you just don't want to talk about it, I'm gonna talk about it, baby. Especially on a Friday, TGIF Friday. You got to be thankful that we made it to another Friday. Shouts out to All Around Realty. Realty 27 says, hey buddy, what the program, a site or you use? I use for streaming. Hey, Cheryl, happy Valentine's Day to you too, baby. Yeah, I gotta shout all my ladies out there. I stream off StreamYard. So if you ever get StreamYard, get you an account with StreamYard. And then you can go ahead and do that. You can go ahead and get your shit going. Pause. Yeah, man. StreamYard, baby. That's where it's at. And you can decorate all your shit the way you got it. You know what I'm saying? I just take a lot of pride. I take a lot of pride into the things that I do when I make content. That's why my videos, I try to make sure that you can vividly see videos. You can vividly see me, or if I'm doing podcasting, you ain't gonna never see no dingy looking shit. I just take pride. I was always taught, if you want to compete with the best, compete with people who do this shit on a high level, make sure that you learn, take the time out. What I tell anybody, if you want to talk about this real quick, All Around Realty 27, I'll go ahead and shouts out to the Bronx too. Yeah, man. Like, if I always tell people, if you wanna start your own podcast, whatever the case may be, make sure that you have fun with learning about this shit, man. You know what I mean? Take that shit serious. Have fun about learning. Oh shit. Oh, Mary J. Blige playing and shit. Hold on, we didn't get to her yet. We didn't get to Auntie yet. We about to talk to Auntie before I end this live. But yeah, man, take pride in and if you guys ever want to, like I said, subscribe here. What we're going to do is we can have more exclusive lives where I just talk to the people and that subscribe on like Instagram or YouTube, and we'll do nothing but subscriber lives where I teach people how to do different things. I'm also an engineer. I told y'all that as well, so I understand a lot of the nuances on how to integrate things, integration, networking, all of those different things, editing, you name it. I do all that shit myself. I don't have a team controlling any of the things that you see happen on this podcast like a lot of people. So I put more time and more work in so that I can still compete with people who have teams of people. That's why sometimes my podcasts don't get out as fast as I want to after I do the lives. But I always do the lives, and the lives and the chop downs are also theoretically the same thing. And the chop downs reels are easy to get to. So it's also logic to the things that I do as well. But like I said, y'all, what we're going to do is we can start setting up some exclusive lives for all my followers out there that subscribe and things like that. That way you're getting something out of the content that we create here, and not just laughing, not just information on one level, but information across all boards, because that's all it is. Information technology, baby, IT. That's what it's all about. And I love being an engineer. I love IT. I love teaching people what to do, how to do it, and why we do it. I love telling people that if you ever want to get into IT, we could talk about how people can get into IT careers without going to school. We could talk about all different things. Yeah, I know how I can get you in there, baby. But that's what it's about. Because I refuse to go so far away from the people to where I become detached and I can't teach. There's no point in me getting older and more wiser if I can't teach. So that's I love being able to teach people among making people laugh. So shouts out to everybody in the chat. Y'all get me amped up. Don't get me geeking up about this shit, man. Shouts out to everybody out there, baby. And I told y'all, and I always tell y'all, the same thing I tell my kids. I'm so proud to be an intelligent person, and I always want all my people from all communities, but especially my community, to be proud to be smart, man. Don't never let somebody. I guess let's go ahead into the weekend advice. Fuck it. Wavy Boys weekend advice. Boom. Thank you so much. All around Realty 27. You inspired me today, just as much as other people have done many other Fridays. With every Friday, every Friday, I do a Wavy Boy weekend advice where we talk about something very serious, something that I want people to think about over the weekend before you go into your next week, to get you motivated, to get you inspired to do something great or better in your life. And thanks again, all around Realty 27 has inspired this week's Wavy Boys weekend advice. And that is, I want all my people from all ethnicities, but especially my ethnicity, to start, be proud, be happy, be excited about being intelligent. If you feel like you smart as hell and you feel like people don't understand you because you speak from a high IQ and great intellect, you're able to articulate your ideas and express yourself in a healthy manner, in a safe, healthy manner, in a clear, concise manner. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm about to choke out of here. Pause. Then I want you to be excited and happy for that. Don't let nobody ever try to have you getting out of pocket and dumbing yourself down and hang around them. But don't let nobody ever have you out here being ashamed that you are intelligent, that you probably have took the time out to learn different things and be open-minded about different things, to be well-versed about different things and ideas and creative expressions. And you like to be outgoing and pursue opportunities and things like that. Don't let nobody out there have you feel discouraged about those things. That's my Wavy Boy weekend advice to you. Be proud. If you're a black person, even if you're in a impoverished area, and you feel like you want to make it out one day, don't be discouraged and fall back. For all my young people out there, if you like to learn, if you like to be educated, if you take pride in the things that you've accomplished and learned and achieved in your life, don't you ever let somebody dim your light. And I've said that dim your light part before, but I want people that I'm talking, this is straight about people. You know how many people I meet that almost it's like, why are you dumbing yourself down right now? Why to hang around these group of people? Or why are you subjecting yourself to the same type of behavior or exhibiting putting the same behavior on display of ignorance just because you're around a certain crowd? You don't have to do that to ingratiate. You don't have to ingratiate yourself with people who aren't headed in the right direction. We need more intellectuals out here. We need more leaders out here. We need people with fresh ideas and motivated ambitions and things of that nature. People that want to make positive change out here. We don't need people dancing in Popeyes like I showed you earlier. We don't need no more of that dancing in Popeyes with Don Julio's and being ignorant. I don't give a fuck there's no excuse for that. I won't give them an excuse for that at all. That is egregious what I saw, what they put on display in that video. We don't need no more of that. And I say that all the time because I mean it. I want everybody to know, especially my young people, we don't need any more negativity. Ramson Sher over there says, Wavy inspiration to the nation. Shouts out to everybody. And I got your email right here. I'm gonna make sure that I copied it. That way I can just I'm gonna put it on my notepad because I don't want this to go away. Hold on. I got you. I always try to get the emails of people communicate and stuff like that. Emails. Shouts out. Yeah, man. Listen, I appreciate you, Cheryl. It says amazing podcast. Listen, man, I love each and every one of you people, man. The reason why I have this podcast, the reason why I speak on the things that I do, so that we can joke and laugh, but also too so that I can reach the people. The memes are cool. The memes got us here. But at the end of the day, the memes won't mean shit if we don't send a good message. None of this will mean anything. The platform, I think I'm like over 200,000 followers across all platforms right now. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, everyone. Shouts out to everyone that follows me across all platforms. We did it. And we're going to cross what, 100. We're almost at 100,000 on Facebook as well. So that's why I feel like it's my obligation. When people took the time out to hit the follow button, if you took the time out to stop in the way that Cheryl does, the way that Cashville, I didn't see him today, it's probably because of the time that I came on. But it's a lot of you guys that come here all the time. And I could go on and on and on that I highly appreciate. And I feel obligated to come on here and represent for the people and be a voice and be a platform for the people. And so this Wavy Boy Weekend advice goes especially out this weekend to all my intellectuals, all my people, all my engineers, all my frontliners, all my intellectuals. It don't matter what walk of life you are in. If you love to learn, if you're inspired by change, inspired by progression, because my way of thinking is this: intelligence. I base intelligence off progression. If you can't convince a person like me, I consider myself of high intellect, high IQ, right? And I take pride of that shit. But I judge people sometimes off your ability to want. Do you have I would say that it's conflicting to me if someone was to say that they're intelligent, but then they exhibit forms of non-progressional behavior. Like, I feel like you can't possibly be intelligent and racist at the same time. I feel like you can't possibly be intelligent and you can't really fully grasp your intelligence if you exhibit hate and you aren't open-minded. You get what I'm saying? That's why I said even people who are very wealthy, that even good or bad, like Elon Musk, I would say that even if we wanted to say someone like that is racist, it would be hard for me because although you want to say he's not intelligent, but I have to go with success and I have to go with the way that they're able to operate. And most of the time, capitalism isn't ran off just the hate off one race, because it doesn't go together. It doesn't go together. Any type of isolated hate doesn't go with success. In order to be successful, you need to have an open mind. You can't walk around and be racist. You can't walk around and want this person to feel that. That's low vibrational and low intelligence. That's a low IQ speaking. That's why they put this shit out here, because they want to keep you at low vibration. But so this is for all my people out there who see the world with an intelligent lens, see the world that want to be open and progressive. Because like I said, you can't call yourself intelligent and then also call yourself progressive. Not be progressive. I'm so sorry. You can't call yourself intelligent and then exhibit progression in your life or progressional ideas. God damn. Whoo, shit. Shouts out to everybody out there, man. Like I said, yeah, just like Cheryl says over there as well. She hates racism. You know what I'm saying? We about to end this pod right now as well. But shouts out to Cheryl, baby. Shouts out to you. Happy Valentine's Day. Yeah. Shouts out to all my beautiful women in the UK, by the way. So we're not going to just stop at Cheryl over there. We're going to go ahead and say shouts out to all my women from around the world, baby. If you don't have a Valentine's Day, Valentine on today, then goddamn it, I'll be your Valentine. I'll be your Valentine, baby. It's all good. We'll be Valentines in spirit. Because one thing about me is, while I do believe that love is all the physical things and the money that gets spent and all the stuff like that people go out their way and invest so much energy and resource into on days like today, I'm more of the type where I like to condition the mind, because if I don't see anything happening in the mind and the way that the mind works, then we can't even get to a Valentine's Day. You feel me? We can't even get to a anniversary day. We can't get to none of that, baby, if the mind ain't right. And that goes for the fellas out there too, ladies. If you're out for the first day, shouts out to all my people that's out there doing Valentine's Day with someone that you just met and you just dating, and y'all just gonna be each other's Valentine, and you're gonna take today to get to know each other. Like I said earlier in this pod today, take the time out and these opportunities to talk to that person and get to know them in a positive way. Try to laugh, joke, and see where you see yourself in the future with that person. Don't be out there trying to reproduce on the first goddamn day just because it's Valentine's Day, and then 9 months later or in the summertime when everybody else is feeling summertime fine, you in the house house crying because your belly is showing and you're depressed and postpartum's coming and seeping in soon, and you about to have a winter baby. See, you don't need to do that, especially if you live up north. Remember, if you try to have a baby now, y'all, you gonna be slipping and sliding in that snow up north, people. So y'all think about this while we out there on Valentine's night. 9 months from now is what? It's cold as shit, and you're gonna be 9 fucking months fucking pregnant some goddamn where, and you gotta slide your ass to the emergency room and all them appointments and stuff. You know, all y'all gotta have them appointments all the time. And then fathers too. It's gonna be difficult. I'm speaking as a father. I have 3. I'm telling y'all what I know. All my people without kids, I'm telling you, take some time. Don't take today. Ooh, that's a bar. Take some time. Don't take today to figure out what you really want in life. Don't be out there on Valentine's Day. Listen, thank you so much, Cheryl. And I spent my Valentine's morning or midday with you and among all my other beautiful followers today. I love you guys so much. Yeah, man. Listen, peas and pie, all that stuff. Listen here. Listen to Uncle Wavve, man. Listen to me, young people. If you come across this. Take some time and not today to figure out what you really want. Because remember, look at the calendar. What is the 9th month from right now? I think we already know it's probably about October, November. I'm sorry, I said December. Yeah, it's about like goddamn November-ish, where that baby's gonna be October, November-ish. Halloween, it's gonna be cold as fuck. And you're gonna be big and you're gonna be upset. You're gonna be hungry. And you got storms. And if you're in Florida, don't act like you slick. Hurricane season. Do you really want to be making a baby now? And then now here comes hurricane season. All my Floridians, don't think you are exempt from this. Up north, people, y'all gonna be sliding in the snow, getting to your appointments. But down here, it's still gonna be hot as fuck. You're gonna be hot, bothered. And then I ain't even mention the fact that y'all gonna miss summertime. I'm just being real with you. Y'all know you're gonna miss summertime because you ain't gonna feel summertime fine. And that's okay, because all my ladies that have babies and go through pregnancy, you're beautiful. We love you, we respect you, and we can't be here without you, obviously. I love all my queens, all ethnicities. I love all my queens. Without you guys being mama birds and all that good old, I love when a woman, there ain't nothing cuter than a pregnant woman nesting. You know what I'm saying? The most amazing thing happens when women are pregnant. So that's why I'm so happy to have been there and seen my kids get born, been there to support their mother in pregnancy. I've been there every step of the way, and I'm so thankful that I've been able to learn these things, and that's how I'm able to talk about these things. So fellas, if you ain't ready to deal with being there and dealing with the elements and getting her to the appointments and all that, think about that tonight as well. That's why I said tonight can just be a night. If you just meeting someone, to get to know them, learn some things about them, and enjoy the night. And that's okay. Don't let him or her fool you into thinking that because they spend money, you got to give up the buns. You ain't got to do that. I want all my ladies out there to know that shit tonight. Valentine's Days, fucking Christmases and prom nights and all that. Y'all ain't got to do all that, man. Don't stop letting these fellas fool you up. Because I'm telling you right now, men, I'm not bashing men. I got to be real, fellas. How we going to help each other if I can't be real? Because the first thing y'all gonna say is, oh, that ain't every dude. All right, so I ain't talking about every dude, but ladies, I'm telling you about dudes that you know damn well you just met, and they trying to spend that money to get some buns. Just know you don't owe nobody no buns. Now, all my married people, all my married, engaged, and now all my in the relationship far into that motherfucker, y'all owe each other some buns, and y'all better give up the buns expeditiously tonight now. Cheryl says she gonna have some steak and fries instead. Yeah, man. Listen, hey, and if you know how you are, and you don't want to go through any of the things I'm mentioning, you know how freaky you get, so you just don't want to be in that situation. Shouts out to all my people that's gonna go home tonight or go to work tonight and watch Netflix and eat some good snack and watch a love movie. All my ladies like them love movies and murder mysteries. And shouts out to all my ladies and fellas that's just gonna go home. All the fellas just gonna say, fuck it, it's cheaper to go home and play the game. God damn it, I'm with you. It might be cheaper just to go home, fellas, and smoke some weed and play the game. Or it might be a lot of women out there who want to go home, smoke some weed, and just play the game. Shouts out to everybody. Just do whatever you're gonna do safely. Like I said, my only concern is those people who just met. and is spending tonight and just got together, make sure that you follow some good old valuable rules, okay? Nobody owes you no buns, because that means you better be sticking around for a lifetime of babies and everything else. You just met this person. And then two, God damn it, it's okay to get to know each other. That way you'll know whether next Valentine's Day is going to be with that person or not. It's okay to find things out. And then back to my people in relationships and been in relationships, it is mandatory bun night. It is buns better be up in the sun tonight. And buns better be up in the sun, and meat need to be in the lungs. Shouts out to everybody out there. Pause. That's what it's all about. Exactly. Listen, I share Sunday with y'all too. Listen, like I said, don't get me started. Y'all bring me anywhere, we gonna hang out. But I'm about to go ahead and end this live, baby. Before I end this live, though, no, I gotta end this live. We're gonna talk about Mary J. Blige another time, because that subject don't really have a good date on it. I try to get to the stories that will expire over time first, and then we can always bounce back in, pause into like Mary J. Blige need to retire and all type of stuff. We're gonna get into that maybe Monday, but I know, you know what, we're gonna do some lives over the weekend as well. We're gonna do some Wavy Boy over the weekend. The background's gonna be a little different. We're gonna do some lives. It won't be the Wave podcast. Well, maybe it will be. Fuck it. But anyway, you already know what it is. Shouts out to everybody out there on Valentine's Day, on Friday, TGIF with your boy, Wavy Boy here, man, with another midday wave. Shouts out to I Wanna Anderson. There we go. Shouts out to you out there. Shouts out to Crystal Cute Period. All my beautiful ladies out there. Lord, I can't get enough of you. I can't. Y'all, listen, y'all, I have the best following, I believe, in the world, and no one can ever tell me different. I have a 50-50 split, which is unheard of, because I don't bash either gender, which I love. Everyone's welcome here. I have the most beautiful women in the world that follow this platform. I have the most intelligent, most the best gentlemen that follow this platform as well. All my kings of all ethnicities and queens of all ethnicities. It's your boy, Wavy Boy. Remember, they hate when I talk like this. Have a good night, y'all. Be safe out there and wrap that shit up.